situations that
Sorry about that.
situations that either moved us forward or took us a few steps back, like just really reflecting on those and how could I do it differently next time. What did I love, what did I learn, what is one thing I would do different. um yeah, so really being in a reflective place either way, whether it went the way I wanted it to or whether it was like, yeah, that probably was not the best idea.
Right.
But what did I learn from it?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I was just thinking about, and I wish Tammy was on here because she had mentioned I woke up and I was really thinking about some of those decisions and kind of regretting that I'd made them. And, that's a big part of any type of regret, right? Is, well, why is it that we're having those thoughts? What is, the reflection part of that, the dissecting the feelings behind that? And would we have made a different decision, had we known something that we now know? Or whatever, just really getting into the guts of the decision, I guess is what I'm going to call it. So yeah. And then also, thinking about like Becky's situation, and she had made her decision but Troy hadn't. And so when two people are deciding on the same thing, bringing your decision making to a point of unity is another challenge, right? And so when you have to make a decision with a partner, what's important to each of you about that decision? And how will you know if it's the decision that's, going to get you, that's the best for the two of you? And what's the outcome you're looking for, either together or as separate individuals in that decision? So it's just really the reflection and the dissecting is really critical. It's just what I hear you saying, Sister B. Amy, would you add anything?
Yeah, I think in my Fearless Living work, we have an approach to that, which is like at the time when you made that decision, you were trying to get some need met. So, sort of seeing your innocence and understanding what need you were trying to get met, and then to Sister B's point, like the learning you got from that, the learning that, like, okay, well, this isn't how I'm going to get this need met. I need to try something else. Um, so, just sort of putting all of those pieces together to really just be okay with, without having those negative feelings tied to it.
Yeah. Yeah. The learning, the lessons. Yeah. Sister B.
Yeah, what that brings up for me, and I know this has been, I don't know, I found it very hard for a long time. I just think because of where I was, but meeting that need. So being like, I love that, those words around it, but being able to name that need. Like, I think that is one of the core things in anything that we do is naming it. And what does it need? What is the need? But naming that feeling that's at the core and then finding out the need around that feeling of it. So if, this decision at the end of the day made me super angry and or anxious, it made me anxious because it was too much or it headed too quickly in the wrong direction. Like going back to, okay, there was a need that made this decision, but there was a feeling first that was underneath that need to get to that decision that we made. So naming that feeling too, I think is a big, like if we're dissecting and going like down to dig something out because we've made the same decision over and over and it didn't work,
Yeah.
um,
Uh, Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we have got to move into the next hour. So I'm going to stop this recording and